Hello! I would like you to watch this video till the end, especially if you're a woman, because it's one of the most important videos I've uploaded. I share a lot of beauty tips on this channel because physical aspect of being a woman is fascinating, but I feel in this day of age women struggle to define their beauty outside of physical and sexual attractiveness. What is it about some women who are not perfectly looking but are just so irresistible? What is that makes them so charming? Sexual attractiveness, it's a really great part of us, but it's just a part. We all know it's more. So I've prepared a little list of what is that more that I think we should understand it a little bit more. So let's go get them. A woman that is cool, in control of her emotions, doesn't let emotions to run her life or dictate her behavior, there is something very attractive about her. It's actually not even just about that moods that happen every day, but about these deepest yearnings in the hearts that are not very easy to keep in check. For example, every woman has this deep need to hear and feel that she's loved, because this gives her the sense of security and safety. And if anything happens that is threatened, for example when a boyfriend distancing himself for whatever reason, then often women can feel panicky, hysterical, very scared. I'm a woman and I know it can be quite easy to get caught up into this emotional part of us, but if we want to take control, we should test all the emotions we have against hard facts or common sense that will help us to see it the way it is and not through our emotions. Also, we could turn to another man for an advice and for a chat, and not because he's smarter than us, but because that aspect of him tend to be quite more chilled out, and he can help us to look at the situation from a cool point of view. There is something about us women that make us feel very unhappy if we don't have a man by our side, and we feel like we need somebody, and if we don't get a man we'll never be happy. Well, this is a big fat lie. I love men, but I know, and I know many other women found out that it's a very thin ice to build your worth and sense of value on a man, any man, on father, son, husband, boyfriend. Is just thin ice. The time between the relationships is probably the best time to start building your sense of worth on a solid foundations that are independent from anybody. It's not like they shouldn't tell us that we're beautiful and gorgeous, of course, yes, but regardless whether a woman hears it or not, she should know her worth and be fully validated without it. Building your worth on solid foundations will make you feel more stable in all aspects of life. It will help you to develop healthy boundaries. You won't let any man play with you because you will not be afraid to leave the situation if it's abusive or unhealthy. And being a woman who is not afraid to say no in the right circumstances will make every man respect you much more. If you stand in front of the mirror naked, do you like what you see? And the second part of that challenge is, what would need to happen for you to like what you see? This is where we all go under the standards of beauty equal sexual attractiveness, because majority of us would say if that only was a little bit bigger, smaller, more lifted, whatever. All of these are just physical aspects, and fixing this, yes, of course it would make us more attractive, but only sexually. Our real beauty is hidden somewhere else. How beautiful is a woman who can stand completely naked and be so calm, so poised, so confident. Her presence is so beautiful because she knows that her beauty doesn't lay in her body. I used to feel very uncomfortable. I still don't feel very comfortable completely naked, but anyway, recently when I was in Korea, I attended one of the spa houses, and in these spas you get to be completely naked. And yes, it's divided by men and women, but still, I thought to myself, well, I mean, nobody knows me here, so I might as well just do it because the spas are really amazing. So yeah, first few minutes were very weird, but after that, I feel like some boundaries broke in my head, and I was like, wow, this is even better than wearing clothes, because you feel so free and you realize this is just a body. My beauty, my worth, myself doesn't lay in the physical aspect of me. Our female body was designed to be a servant and a comfortable home for the child. And being able to be a home is something so unique to women. Not only to be a home, but to bring that home and develop that home into any space that we reside and make everyone in our presence feel like they're at home. This is a concept that men have no clue how to do it. I often hear women say that they need a man to protect them, but this is incorrect thinking. We carry the home in us, and we are the protectors and stewards of the home. Nurturing and letting this aspect of us grow will make us a very beautiful woman. Love is woman's engine, and often women don't even feel like getting out of bed or doing simple tasks if they don't feel loved. There is something deep in us that needs to feel here that we're loved, wanted, beautiful, significant. Otherwise, we are just dying inside. I know this feeling because I also used to be one of these people who seek love outside. And then I just got sick and tired of that, and I've just turned around that flow of energy that I was ready to give to somebody, anybody, and I just turned it around and gave it all to me. I started loving myself. This, I can assure you first-handed, gives you the forever supply of oil in your engine because you permanently live in love. I hope you know that this is not about being egoistic, egocentric. It's just healthy, self-nurturing, self-respecting act. Nurture yourself, relax yourself, treat yourself. Spend time in a comfortable, warm, cozy atmosphere. Give yourself snuggles, give yourself internal hugs and cuddles. Just love yourself and pamper yourself, nurture yourself, because this will create this loving bubble all around you that you'll take wherever you go, which is very appealing, very attractive. Women have a power that can be called motherly power, even though they might not have children yet. There is something that makes us to be drawn to help others, look after others, nurture, stroke, make sure they're okay. This is a great thing to have, but it can turn into proud ruling power of us always telling others what to do, giving people advice that they don't even ask for. Sometimes mothers can be very involved in children's lives, although the children are already grown up. They go into their marriages and they try to help, but this is not a good use of the power. A woman needs to be able to control that and keep it down and don't misuse it, because it can be very destructive if used in the wrong way. We should strive to be a woman that holds this grace and delightfulness, confidence, worthiness, value inside of her in a humble way. So just her bare presence make men to be better men. A woman like this can walk into a room and men are all around her, they're giving the compliments, they're like, oh my god, you're so amazing, so beautiful. Of course she should thank and be grateful for it, of course, but inside of her there should be something in her head thinking, thank you very much, but I wonder why you're so surprised. This is a power of being a woman. Have you never met a real woman before in your life? Physical beauty may pass away, well, will pass away, but to carry that glow around us and that internal beauty is something that we can radiate till the end of our lives. There is something alluring in our feminine face, just as it is. Many men can say that they can stare into women's face for hours, and this is not the makeup that they are looking for. Men also say that they love their wives and girlfriends in the mornings. This is because it's this unmakeup eyes and lips and face. It has this subtle beauty, just as God made it. Wearing a makeup diverts that attention from that subtle beauty to sexual attractiveness. I'm not saying not to wear makeup, because I like to wear makeup myself, but I think it's important for a woman to know the consequences of putting a makeup on. A woman who is good to others, to the surroundings, who gives generously, who gets involved and supporting the projects that are close to her heart, who is also good to herself, gives off something like almost angelic charm. This only works when she doesn't do it to show off, but she does it even when nobody is looking, because that really reflects what she has in her heart. Also, in many ancient languages, a word beautiful was the same word used to describe good. So often a gorgeous woman would be described by that one word, which meant beautiful and good at the same time. So if you want to be a beautiful woman, be a good woman. I'm sure there is much more that could be added to that list, but I think it already gives a pretty good overview on what women's strengths and real beauty is all about. And the woman who displays this all is free, strong, doesn't depend on anybody, doesn't let the emotions to rule her life, doesn't misuse her power, and is simply a gorgeous, beautiful woman, no matter what her physical shape. Thanks very much for watching, have a lovely day, and see you later, bye!